Yes, ma'am.
Pero nakita ko sa ating video na iba ang pangyayari tungkol sa abogado. Pwede bang panoorin natin?
Kayo, kanina pa eh. Hindi naman lahat, ilan ang hinuli ngayong araw na to, sir? Sa iba-ibang mga krimen. Ilan ang binigyan ng ganitong...
Kasi nandito kayo lahat eh. Nag-iisang tao.
Ilan ang binigyan ng
Nag-iisang tao, ang dami krimen sa labas.
Siya daw sa namin.
Sir, hindi kami
Sir, ma'am,
humingi ng
please,
pabor.
ma'am.
Just invoke Article 59. Bakit hindi yan magawa-gawa?
Attorney, you will be
That's
removed from...
precisely the point that I'm saying.
Ano
That's
lang naman
precisely
yan? Huwag kayo mag-ano, huwag kayo, please lang, bawal hawakan.
Attorney, you will be removed
Bawal
from...
hawakan! Bawal hawakan. Tumayo ka na lang. Bawal
The right to
hawakan.
counsel is something that has to be observed
Right to counsel.
and
Huwag
respected.
kayong umawak. Huwag kayong nakipakialam sa kanila. Huwag kayong... Ano
Kasi
yung
nga,
lawyer?
nag-uusap
Paano
kami.
ano yung lawyer?
Nag-uusap pa kami.
Bawal.
Huwag na tayo...
Nag-uusap pa kami.
Huwag mo hawakan yung lawyer. Huwag mo hawakan.
Nag-uusap pa kami.
Hawakan. Huwag mo hawakan. Huwag mo.
Nag-uusap pa kami.
Attorney, please,
Huwag mo hawakan.
Is this what you want? Is this what you want, Mr. President?
Huwag mo hawakan. Time lang eh.
Kayo mga
Huwag mo hawakan yung nanay ko! Tangina mo!
Hindi, sandali.
Yung mga sundalo, tanungin ko kayo, anong kasalanan ko?
Okay, dito sa video nakikita na si General Torre hinihila yung abogado. Standard procedure po ba ito ng
Madam Chair?
PNP? Bakit mo kinakaladkad yung abogado? Hindi ba karapatan ng isang akusado, arestado na magkaroon ng abogado? Bakit ayaw ninyong palapitin yung abogado?
Gabi na
Chair,
ho
if I
yan,
may.
ma'am. That's already the time that I'm forcing everyone to board the plane. I'm already forcing the former president to board the plane, ma'am. Tapos na yung napakarami ng optics sa kanilang ginawa dyan, ma'am. And
Interesting use po of force. You were forcing them.
Yes,
So you
ma'am.
admit you forced them. You
I
used
have
violence.
to. I have to because they won't go with us voluntarily, ma'am. So I have tried all the lahat ng pakiusap ay
Naku,
ginawa na
General
namin
naman,
buong
sa
araw.
dinami-dami ng pulis, ang tanda-tanda na, may sakit pa. Sa palagay mo, masisindak pa yun. O kaya bang lumaban nun?
In fairness to the president, ma'am, after I handcuffed E.S. Mijaldea and told Attorney Delgado that he's the next one to be handcuffed and boarded on the bus, the former president actually acceded and said, "Sige na, alis na tayo." And you saw that on video.
Well,
It was
nakita namin,
Romy.
di ba, hinihila mo yung upuan. Hindi ba dapat, talagang General Torre, kailangan makinig ka doon sa sinasabi ng abogado? Di ba karapatan nun?
I have already arrested, I even arrested E.S. Mijaldea, ma'am, for obstruction of justice and placed handcuffs on him. That was already the last parts because masyado ng gabi, aabutin na kami ng umaga doon, ma'am.
Ilang
It's already
oras na?
unreasonable.
2 oras pa lang. Ikalalanding lang ng Hong Kong ng alas 10. Alas
12
12
hours.
pa lang to.
12 hours, ma'am.
Kaya nga, anong oras to? Kasi
Mga
sabi
7
mo
o'clock na-
kanina, 10 o'clock
Mga 8 o'clock yan,
dumating.
ma'am. Yung kay Delgra.
O, anong oras na yun?
Mga 8 o'clock yan, ma'am.
Sa umaga na yan? Gabi.
7 o'clock, 8 o'clock ng gabi na yan, ma'am.
8
Si
a.m.
Delgra.
Ay, 8 p.m.
Yes,
Eh,
ma'am.
gano'ng katagal na yon?
10 hours, ma'am. 9 hours.
Naka 9 to 10 hours na. So, sa palagay mo, si former president had sufficient chance to challenge na the validity of the arrest. So, sinasabi ninyo na 9 to 10 hours na yan. Kasi nakuha niya yung warrant nung alas 12 mahigit. Hating gabi lampas, ano? Tapos,
Tanghali, ma'am. Tanghali, ma'am. Niya nakuha ang
okay.
warrant.
Tapos, tumagal pa sila ng ilang oras. Ng 11 hours, sinasabi po ninyo.
Yes, ma'am. They attended to serve the warrant when they disembarked. They asked that it be deferred until they reached 250. Upon reaching 250, they asked for some refreshments and they cooled down. Upon being more calm and after conferring with their lawyers, the warrant of arrest was served in toto, in full, and their rights were read.
So sa tingin ninyo, itong 9 to 10 hours sapat na para sa isang pangkaraniwan tao na makakuha ng sariling abogado, tapos i-check yung kanyang warrant, pagkatapos mag-draft, mag-file ng maayos na petisyon ng habeas corpus. Ganun ba yun?
Ma'am, you must, I think the records showed that there were 3 lawyers with him in conference with him during the entire time. Attorney Delgra.
Paano
Attorney Gadea.
makakapag-file yun? Gabing-gabi na, hindi naman
Ma'am,
court hours.
They had filed a case of a TRO with the Supreme Court. They tried their legal remedy. It was duly recorded, and there was no TRO given by the court, ma'am. So, ma'am, just to be clear, they had their chance to seek legal remedy, as shown by the actions of their lawyers by approaching the Supreme Court. So,
So, ang-
there was no due process denied, ma'am.
Siguro sasabihin ko at tatanungin ko kay Attorney Medina, ang ating constitutionalist po rito, masasabi ba natin na nabigyan si PRRD ng sapat na pagkakataon para alamin itong validity ng kanyang, yung katotohanan ng kanyang pag-aaresto? Ilang oras ba yung sinasabi natin na sufficient time, yung sapat na panahon?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just to clarify, I will just be consistent with the opinion that I posted that there was no reasonable opportunity. That is not to denigrate or cast aspersion on the character or competence of our officials. And also, I have very limited facts when I wrote the opinion. But just to, as a comparison, if you filed an extrajudicial proceeding, if you will file a petition, the court will order the arrest. The subject of the arrest will have the opportunity to answer, and then the court will have the opportunity also present evidence. The court will have the opportunity to weigh the evidence, and then issue the ruling. For example, in the case of Mark Jimenez, he had more or less over a year to dispute his extradition. So if that would be the standard, that might be considered reasonable opportunity to be heard.
So yung sinasabi nila na nakasyam, 10 oras na nag-iintay, talagang panay pa rin ang tutol, hindi sapat na panahon yun. Kasi magpipila ka pa ng kaso, magdadraft ka pa ng petition, dadalhin mo pa. Hindi po ba? So hindi pa rin sapat kahit sabihin natin matagal sila nandun sa airport.
I will just be consistent with what I wrote, Your Honor. My initial view was yes, 6 hours, office hours, or less, 5 hours, to seek relief from the courts may not be characterized as reasonable opportunity to be heard. Of course, that is disputable. That's just my personal opinion with limited facts. I'm sure the officers concerned have good reasons, and that can easily be disputed in court. Thank you.
Yes, para sa amin medyo mabigat nga yung 4-5 oras na bukas ang korte, no? Kasi hindi naman pwede yung hating gabi at hindi naman bukas pa. Talagang alam natin itong mga extradition at kung ano-ano pa, talagang taon-taon yan tumatagal. Hindi oras-oras kahit naiinip na tayo. Kahit sinasabi ni General Torre, nakakapikon na yung optics nila. Kung ano-ano nang ginagawa, kinakailangan pa rin binibigyan natin ng pagkakataon. So, sa palagay mo, ilang oras ba dapat? Kasi hindi naman bukas ang korte nun, hindi naman office hours eh. Yes, Senator Cayetano po.
No, Madam Chair, konting latitude lang from SOJ because kanina we agreed to disagree already, and kaya nga ang appeal ko sa kanya to make rules kung ano ang reasonable time. And since my wife is a mayor and I was speaker and DFA secretary before, I do understand from the enforcement point of view, di ba? Sa police, sir. Siyempre, pag may huhulihin, mission-oriented kayo eh. Parang yung military, di ba? Ang mission nyo, ma-arrest, di ba? But that's why nga, meron kang Solgen, meron kang SOJ, meron DILG. So ang viewpoint ng DILG, ng police, ng NBI, halimbawa, hulihin at ma-return yung warrant successfully, di ba? But even si E.S. Miguel Dia, who, remember, he was, you can call it a vacation or a working trip in Hong Kong, na rally, sinamahan lang, didn't expect a 20-hour flight, didn't expect to do all of this. And he only saw the president, former president, an hour before he appeared before ICC, and hindi naman niya alam yung rules ng ICC, etc. So, ito ang sinabi niya, di ba? 2 days ago, the world has witnessed the degrading fashion in which a former president of a sovereign country was bundled into a private aircraft and summarily deported to The Hague. To ask lawyers, this would be called an extrajudicial rendition. To the less inclined, it was pure and simple kidnapping. My client was denied all access to the legal recourse in the country of citizenship, and this all in the nature of political score setting. So I won't read the score setting, etc. Alam naman natin lahat, but just to go down, eto, sabi niya, so 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th paragraph, I have not been able to explain to him what the prosecution requested when seeking the issuance of arrest warrant. This is because the chamber only established a redacted version of the prosecution last night. Other than to identify myself, my client is not able to contribute anything to this hearing. I cannot speak for former E.S. Miguel Dia. Ang impression lang, at least sa internet at sa amin, I talked to him. He's the only one I talked to. I haven't talked to the Vice President since 2018 or 2019. I saw President Duterte, parang 2022 pa, I'm not sure, no? But ang point ko, tama-tama nung may kinakamusta ako doon sa Netherlands, katabi niya si ES, ang sinabi lang niya sa akin at that time, wala sa ospital, pinangako sa amin dalhin sa ospital, pumunta kami dito sa center, detention, wala daw Rodrigo Duterte or President Rodrigo Duterte.